Oh, it's been a long time since I've been to the train yard, but here I am again. In this video, I bring back the classic FP10 locomotive to life. Well, it is basically inspired by the Northern and Pacific Idaho variant, and this build captures the rugged charm and unique features of this rebuilt F-Unit legend. I really love this train, I love the shape, I love how it looks, and since it was in Idaho, which is the main inspiration for my survival world, I just had to go with this. And the main reason why I'm doing this train is because I want this train to be integrated into my survival world, which is going to be just amazing. Well, this one comes along with a passenger car, but for sure you can tow anything with this engine. Well, it is capable of, so let's see how this FP10 fits into my custom railroad world. Hey, it's me, Azu. Been a long time since the last tutorial on wheels, but it's better later than never. And in this episode, I am going to build the Idaho Northern and Pacific FP10 diesel engine. I just want to quickly show you around. Yeah, so the cabin is not too wide, it is a bit tight in here. And the engine room is also, well, a bit boring, but you know, this is kind of how it looks in real life. I mean, not totally, but it makes sense that there are engines. And the passenger car, where is just a basic passenger car. I didn't do any fancy stuff. Well, maybe the interior is a bit more like this wooden decorations, which is kind of look great. But yeah, you know, you can also add wooden ceiling to it just to make it look a bit more better. And you can add lights, for example, here. And it will look good, but now this is how it looks, and I just want to build it along with you, because that's what tutorial on wheels is about. Right, so as always, I want to show you what you will need to build this engine and the car. So this is for the engine. Pause the video anytime you need to, and this is for the passenger car. That's it. Now, let's get building. So at first, for sure, I will create a new train, and whenever you are seeing this blue paint on the track, you are ready to build. So at first, I'm going to place down the bogies, which are going to be the basic create bogies, because I don't use steam and rails, I don't use extended bogies, so this is what we have to work with. Alright, I'm going to place one here. Then I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and place the second one here. So at first, I'm going to start with the base layer and the bogie decorations. For the bogie decoration, I will do this. Just follow along. I will place a chute here. I will place copycat flue pipes on the two sides of this chute. Then I'm going to hold them down with a bracket, just as always. I'm going to texture them with polished deep slates. And now I want to place a shaft here. And from underneath, I am going to place another bracket just to hold it up to the chute. Now I'm going to replace the flooring and the train tracks. And now what you want to do is, well, you have to descend underneath it again, because you want to place these copycat steps. I'm going to remove the tracks again, like so. That's it. And you just want to texture them with the same polished deep slate. It's easy as that. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, now it's time to reconnect the tracks again. And now I am going to connect the two bogies. And just a notice from me is that I'm going to do one side and then going to copy paste it to the other side, because that's how I did this one. And you can do it on your own as well, because if you have bogies, you will definitely have create. And if you have create, you are actually free to copy paste with the schematics. Right, so as a buffer, I used a grindstone, and right next to it, I put a stair. Underneath that, I put a slab, and right now, you just have to delete this track, because you are going to place down these parts that you can see there. Like so. Alright, so some other polished tough details. I'm gonna put an upside down stair here, so this is actually 1-2 blocks away from the bogie. And I am going to count another 2 blocks and place another polished stair. I'm going to place a polished tough stair behind the second bogey. And what I did here is I actually placed copycat panels like so. Oh, sorry, these are half panels actually. And this is kind of how it looks. And right here, I place a polished tough slab. Now we can get to the mechanics. So you will need a basin right here, then a copycat flute pipe like this, then a chute, then an item hatch, another flute pipe, which is hold it down with a bracket, like so. You will need a plow here, you will need another copycat flute pipe with a bracket, and another hatch. You can now decorate these pipes with the polished deep slate, and you can place steps underneath this flute pipe, so it's the first one and the second flute pipe, and you can place half panels underneath everything else except the chute. I'm going to place one here, here, and here, and texture them with the polished deep slate as always in this case. I'm sorry, this last hatch is actually going to be the polished tough one. Yeah, that's pretty much it about the base layer. Now I think it's time to do the hardest thing, which is going to be the nose of this train. Well, as you can see, it is a really unique shape. Let's say that. It feels blocky, but it's curved at the same time. So, oh my god, it was really hard to imagine how it will look. But hey, I've done that. Kinda. So let's just make it and let's see how it will look. Yeah, sorry, I just have to move this cow catcher with one block away, like so. And now we're on the same page. Right, so at first you want to put copycat layers like so. You have to make sure that this copycat layer is not reaching the top of this stair, so it's like one level behind, and the middle copycat layer should be one click extra according to this, so it pops out kinda. And you can do the same thing on top of this one, but you have to keep the level of this copycat. So you see this copycat layer and this set of copycat layers are in the same width, and this one is one click out. I think that's probably the easiest way to explain it. And right on the front, I'm going to place down 4 copycat bite panels, and as the small headlight, I'm going to use acacia log. Right, behind the acacia log, I'm going to place a red wool, and I'm going to place one on the middle as well, just as a holding block. And I'm going to place another set of layers, but you have to make sure that if you place copycat bites here, it has to be at the same height. You click one and you click another one, and this is how it should be done. Right behind the copycat bites, you have to do the same thing that you have done here. Yeah, just like that. And between these two copycat layers, you can place a red terracotta. And well, the nose is kind of done. I mean, it looks terrible. I'm so sorry for that. It looks terrible, but now you can place your copycat panels like so, and you can place the copycat bite panels as well. And now it's time for texturing. Right, so around the headlight, I am going to place red wool. On the middle, I'm going to place red wool. For these copycat bites, I'm going to place red wool. And this layer is also going to be red wool. This middle one is going to be terracotta, and this corner panel is going to be terracotta. Everything else is ready to be red concrete powder. That's how you do it. And for sure, the frosting on the cake is the big floodlight, which is called front light in this version of Create Deco, which you can modify with a wrench. So if you just right click on the top of this, you can have a lot of variants. I went for this one because this is the most realistic, or this is how it looks in real life. So yeah, it looks kind of cool. Right, now you can place down your copycat vertical slabs like this and raise this one with one and place a panel right here. You can place terracottas like so, and you can actually texture them if you are here already. So these two are going to be terracotta, these two are going to be red concrete powder, and this one is going to be red wool. And here is a bold move. I just decided to add the mangrove wood. I don't know if it looks good. I mean, for me, as far as I'm concerned, it's not bad. I mean, it looks okay-ish. But if you don't like it, you can just, you know, remove it or replace it with whatever you want to. Right, so for the top of the nose, I'm going to use slice, which is actually the horizontal slice, and I'm going to click on that again just to make it a bit bigger. And in the middle, I'm also going to place a copycat shaft. Right next to the shaft, I'm going to place a temporary block, and I am going to make this shape with the copycat bite panels, and I'm going to place a temporary block next to it as well, just to make it, you know, it's like a Z shape, right? I mean, but at the same time, you can extend it a bit more because you will have to have the windows here as well. So what you can do now is you can just texture these bite panels with red wool. So, you know, in the bottom row, the first bite is red wool, and on the top row, the first bite is red wool again. And you can just continue the pattern with red terracotta, and these remaining 3 bite panels are going to be black stained glass. Right, so what you can do now is you can place another set of double slices right here. So on top of this red terracotta next to the shaft, you can place a half panel on top. Right next to it, I'm going to place a half layer so I can extend the height, which is going to be 1 click and 2 clicks. Now all of these things are going to be textured with red terracotta, and now it has this, I don't know, it almost reminds me of the poppy eye train. So it feels like it has some poppy eyes, you know. it's just strange, but there are a lot of trains that has this kind of windshield, which is good. Right, now I'm going to place down the panels, texture them with black stained glass as the windshield, and now you can place a red terracotta here, a red wool on top, and I'm going to use a copycat door as the door. I'm going to texture the bottom side with red wool and the top side with black stained glass, and now I'm going to get the stairs going, which the bottom is going to be anthracite and the top 2 is going to be gray concrete powder, which looks amazing. You can close and open the door now. For the top of the windows and the doors, I'm going to use a slice and another slice, but the second slice is going to be twice the size. Oh my god, I just had a crazy poem right here. Right, the bottom row is going to be copycat slab. For some bugs, blocks are not displayed properly, but believe me, it's there. Yeah. And for the middle row, I'm going to use copycat layers. It has to be the same height as this middle half layer, and right next to it, you want to make it just as high as the slab. Well, actually, you can use a slab instead, for sure. And like this, I'm going to steal this here and put another red. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, the hardest part is done. You just made it through here, and I am really proud of you because, well, I can just tell you that this is a really hard task to do. Just, you can believe me because I think I am the first source of information. It was really hard to build it, so I can imagine how hard it is to recreate it. But hey, you are just an amazing train builder, so it doesn't mean any problem to you, right? Alright, so now I just set it up this side of the train. Well, I actually have another comment here because there are vents on the side of this engine and I just missed them. Well, it was mainly on purpose because I just didn't want to, you know, if I just do this, then it will be too in. Let's say that. But you can actually do that if you want to. If you want to be so realistic, you can do that. You can replace it with whatever you want to. I think it was a bit better to do it like so. So now let's just make the texturing together. I'm going to use red concrete powder, wool, 2 powders, 2 wools, 2 powders, 1 wool, 1 powder, 1 wool, and another powder. Oh, it was a bit stranger than I thought it was going to be. But for the middle row, you can use red wool, red concrete powder, another red concrete powder, skip 2, another red concrete powder, diagonally, another red concrete powder, red wool, skip 2, red wool, powder, skip 1, powder, and 2 wools. Everything else is red terracotta, so it's not something fancy. So for the top layer, I'm going to use a light gray concrete, and everything else is going to be furnace all along until here, like that. And I'm also going to place chutes underneath the furnaces, and I am going to place another light gray concrete just here. I'm going to place holder blocks underneath here. You can place anything you want to. I think I used anthracite for the original one, but well, I just make it like this so you can see that you can use literally anything you want to. And now you want to go ahead with the copycat ladders, go all along with them and do it like so. So you need 4 light gray wool, then 3 stones, then 3 light gray concrete powder, and then the rest is going to be stone, like so. On the top, you can make a set of stone slabs, then a stone brick stair, and a stone brick right here. Now you can place a copycat pipe on top of the 3rd light gray concrete powder, counting from the back, so it's on top of the 3rd one. You can actually place a bracket on the side as well and texture it with light gray concrete powder. And between this flute pipe and this stone brick stair, you just have to place shafts all along. And for the first shaft, you have to place a bracket, and on the last shaft, you have to place another bracket. In the middle, I used stone slabs like this. And right here, next to this copycat flute pipe, I used an andesite slab, which is a half block taller than the one next to it. And I just continue along with the stone slab. Right next to this stone slab, I used smooth stone slab, so it looks like this. On the back of this engine, I did some copycat slabs like this. For sure, I put copycat ladders on this side, and I put red concrete powder on the top, red wools on the bottom 2, concrete powder on this bottom middle section, and everything else is red terracotta. So you actually have a half train. Well, I don't know, it looks like a very bad movie prop, but yeah, I mean, if it will be copied to the other side, you will not see any problems with it. Alright, so I just copy paste it with the schematics. I just have to do mirror, and I have to rotate it as well, and now I just have to move it to the right place. Okay, so it's going to be here. You can see a plaster here because for the first time I used plaster, but now yeah, I just went for this front light, so it's all good now. And now let's just deal with the interior. I want it to make it as good as it can be. I just used a really basic stone and stone brick texture for the floorings, so you can do kind of the same, right? I do the same chute and furnace, and right at the back of this hole, I just placed a hopper and a cauldron. Right here, I place another door, which is going to be like so. And now you can get the train controls going. I'm going to place that one there and this one here. And so the seat, yeah, as you can see, it's really tight, but well, lucky me and lucky you, you can still access the engine room. It's just, you know, a bit tight. And for sure, you cannot miss the final touch, which is the yellow lining on the side. I just use copycat half panels on the bottom side of these slabs, like so, and I used slices right here. And now it's just a matter of some yellow wools, and here we are. It's done. The engine is done. It's up and running. Oh, I just missed that this is not looking the same. Yeah, this one that I've used for copying was a bit older version, so it's some video editing secrets going on here now. But yeah, it's done. It looks amazing, I think. For the passenger car, I would like to suggest you to check out my other videos where I have made passenger cars and other rolling stocks, because they are amazing and I have worked a lot of hours to make amazing rolling stocks for you all. So yeah, I have a lot of videos about it. It is just a basic rolling stock. It is just a basic passenger car. The only difference is that it has the same colorway as the engine. And for sure, don't worry at all, because I will upload all the schematics to my Discord, so you can access it for free. Oh, I almost forget about your favorite part, gluing. This is the one that everyone just loves to do. Am I right? Well, yeah, not really. But let's just do it anyway. It's just a simple rectangle, so you don't have to worry about it too much, because it's not that glue here, glue there, and just play around with the bogies. It's just a simple rectangle, and it looks as amazing as it could be. Now just assemble the train. You have to reconnect this train track again, and let's watch it goes. Yeah, it's really great. It's really amazing. and I think it will be a perfect addition to my survival world, especially since it's realistic and it's the same thing as it is in real life, so it's gonna be all good. I just love to see it. One thing is that I couldn't figure out how to turn on the headlights, but well, eventually I will. So yeah, although the side of this train is pretty boring, I tried to turn it up with some textures. So thank you all so much for being here. It was an amazing journey and I just love to build this train, and I hope you liked it too. If you have any comments about it or you think that I haven't done a great job, let me know. I'm happy to get in some discussions. I hope I could help with this video because that means the most to me. So the biggest compliment is if someone says that I could help. So yeah, just let me know. And I just want to wish you an amazing day, an amazing week, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.